what would be some of the changes that you would make, and what would you what would you keep going?
Well, first thing, as far as the game, what went wrong is they realized that they can force us to switch, which we were switching team anyway. We're going to switch the pick and roll with their center who could step out and hit the three, and the point guard that they had that could just drive past whoever switch on to him and get to the basket. So they made us pick our poison. A lot of the time, it turned out to be the point guard.
All
So
right.
that's what they just kept running that over and over again for like at least 6 out of the last 8 minutes of the game. There's nothing we could do. Offensively, I think we had good looks. We just didn't make them as far as open from three, missing layups, short changing floaters. Overall, the problem for me is it's hard to build a team in today's age. I was just explaining to Reek backstage. I'm looking at the guard who can drive and create, play for St. John's that would have been at Carolina. You look at the other guard who could create that was at Carolina. He making plays over there in Michigan. Now, granted, when they played at Carolina, we was on a team full of guards.
Right.
So
Right.
the impact, or their deficiencies came up a lot more or showed a lot more because we wasn't a well-balanced team. And then this year it seems to be the flip side of that. We were more balanced inside, having Caleb and Henry, and then bringing over Jaron Stevenson and having Zayden High back. So we had the post plays, but we don't really have the guards that can turn the corner. We got a point guard now that I love to death that can shoot, he can handle and control himself in Derek Dixon. But we needed those two. We need those two type of players combined, which would have been this team this year. But we lost them two, and then we lean more on the inside this year. We didn't have not much of a balance.
So, because I didn't realize something, because it's crazy how I forgot about it. But I was talking to my man Keith. You know Keith, that was he come on in with us sometimes.
Yeah.
He was in our fantasy for a while. He a UNC fan too. He made me remember that y'all got back-to-back first-round exits, which is crazy for any blue blood, for real. Like, even though last year y'all wasn't a high seed, I don't think, right? Y'all wasn't too much about.
It was last team in the tournament.
Right.
We
It was
right? We had to play in the play-in game. We won that, and then
right
lost in the round of 64.
So this is a big question for you, Hubert. You done with him?
A lot of people calling for his job.
I'm torn. I'm literally torn. Like I said, I've been texting my man Jesse all day. He seemed to feel the same way I feel. Basically, literally torn.
Okay.
Because it basically seemed like we might have to roll with Hubert from the options that I'm hearing. We might have to roll with him again.
What's the options you're hearing?
It's the options that I'm not hearing.
I know who you want. Can I guess
you to replace him? Yes.
I think he's in your top 3. Jerry Stackhouse.
You know what? He's where I'm at now.
Okay.
But he wasn't the first person I was thinking of.
Who you got?
First person I was thinking of was Kenny Smith, but I'm hearing, no way, that's not it.
That's actually an amazing hire for real. He know his shit. He should have been a head coach somewhere. Always thought that.
If I'm not mistaken, wasn't he looking at an NBA job?
He was
interview or something like that.
The Kings, I believe it was. But see, I believe
getting out that booth because he got the energy. I don't know about his ball game knowledge. I know he can point out the pictures and stuff and inside the NBA and all that. But
do you think that he could bring recruits in though? Like, I feel like Jerry got a better hand in recruiting than Kenny would at the moment.
Yeah. Also, Carolina also now got a what's the name? This was his first year. What school do you call it? Not athletic director. What do you call it? A general manager. So they go out. A lot of teams picking up general managers now.
Okay.
Try to juggle everything with the NIL and the recruits and the transfers and all that. So the coach still has a major part in it, but got the general manager to handle that. Give me my players that I need, and I'll take care of everything on the floor. I'll just focus on coaching or more on coaching. But that's kind of going hand in hand. So I don't really know. But Stack, I would take Stack. The first thing I thought about when it was open last time, I was like, get Stackhouse in here. But then he was flailing out over at Vanderbilt. So that wasn't.
He's not there no more, right?
Nah, I think he got fired.
Now Vandy pretty good now. That game was good. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like, Vandy got I think it was Tanner, the guard Tanner. He tough, yeah. He really tough. And the Nebraska game, I thought they had him, but the Nebraska they just kept getting like them 50-50 balls to make it, because toward the last 5 to 7 minutes, Vandy had it, like they had control, but Nebraska just kept getting some lucky ass rebound, like on 50-50 balls and getting like an easy layup off. And I'm like, damn, y'all just go cost y'all like at the end, and it sure did. But I'm off topic real quick. With North Carolina, for me personally, and again, I'm a Duke fan, obviously. Well, everybody might not know that, but most people know that. I'm a Duke fan. I don't see no way any Duke, UNC, Kansas, Gonzaga, I guess. I don't really count them, but people put them in there. Villanova. I don't count Villanova neither, for being honest. Then that's blue blood watch. Then you count even Arizona. Teams like Arizona got back-to-back first-round exits, and there's not no like long-term history coach. Like if it was Roy, we got a Robert Roy still. You know what I'm saying? Or damn, why can't I think of Dean? You know what I'm saying? They did too much for the game, for the team, for the organization.
Resume is too big to withstand something like that. Yeah.
Right. And to where with me, Hubert, his best year, I believe, was when he had Roy's leftovers. That's when y'all lost in the championship, correct? His first year?
Yep.
Then you had an NIT.
I look at that mixed ways, though. Yeah.
What you got?
It's harder to cook when I didn't pick the groceries. You know, if I came over to cook at your barbecue and you got a whole bunch of stuff that, I didn't actually pick to cook. You know, it's going to be more difficult for me. So that was a little harder, but Brady Manick saved that team. As far as Hubert now, I don't know if he got the toughness. Like, do he got the toughness to get them to buckle down and play better? I think he might be too nice of a guy for the job. I don't know.
What you thinking, Nitty, about that situation?
I would say Maine would know more than me about UNC, and he watches them way more than I do. But so if he's saying, if you're saying he don't have the toughness, elaborate on that for me, because I've seen, when the loss went down, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Facebook, I'm seeing a split fan base. I'm seeing some people say, Hubert, fire him now. We need some new blood in there. We need a new coach. How could this happen? Then I'm hearing people like, hey, listen, man, we all right, we UNC. We just got to tighten it up. We got to get some more of these recruits in. We got to do this. We got to do that. So, what is it for you? Which way are you heavily leaning, or what could you predict? Give me a percentage.
Honestly, they might have met already. It should be done, but they met today.
Yeah, today.
The higher ups, they met today. I think they're gonna keep him at least one more year. But some changes got to be made, and I don't know if it's up to Hubert or if it's up to the general manager. In my opinion, 2 of those guards got to go, and we got to get 2 transfers that can come in here to contribute. Not necessarily they got to be guards, but maybe a wing and another big or something. Probably more of a big man or something like that. Because we got 2 recruits, but one of them is.
My bad. Finish.
No, I was just saying one of them is just he's good. I like his game. He's good. He's gonna be a good player, but he's not like game changing that I see recruits. The other one, the point guard, as I spoke backstage with Rick on, he might be. I could be wrong about him. I don't really have a full assessment of him yet. I watched 3 of his games from his junior year because he been injured most of his senior year, so you won't see him in the McDonald's game or nothing like that. He probably be the Jordan or something, but we'll see. I don't know. He's more of a crafty type point guard. So like, not saying he's exactly like this guy, but more like an SGA, Kate Cunningham. He's not
so, like not to cut y'all off. Let me just give y'all an update on the score real quick. Kansas is down by 13, 58-45 to St. John's. 7 minutes left. What y'all think about that?
You would think I was watching this game because the winner of this gets see us Duke next week on probably I think Thursday, maybe Friday. I don't know.
That's why. Yeah.
I didn't really. I got it on, but once I started the show, I didn't really watching like that. But I've seen both of them, and we played Kansas already. Full strength, I'll be like, I don't care either one. I feel double digit win. Like not when I say W, I mean like 25. And y'all know I've told y'all plenty of times I'm not a fan of this Duke team like that. But as the season went,
Kansas full strength. Mind you, I played them without Darren Peterson. That's a big difference.
Yeah. What was that score? You remember what that score was? I can't remember. I could check it though.
I don't remember what the score was.
I'll check it right now. Duke, we won by 12 that game. We won by 12, 78-66. Yeah. So yeah, I don't see. Even though it was 12, I think it'd be about the same with him. I mean, I don't. Kansas to me, I don't like their team, and St. John's. I think St. John's provides a tougher game because I think they're physical. They're very physical, and our one X factor that we do have, which is not a typical Duke thing, is we're a physical team now. Like we're physical. I don't like the team, but looking at this year's batch of teams as a whole, I was just telling my man Keith from DC. I don't feel like it's like no superstar team. I feel like it's a lot of parity to where, let's say Arizona and Duke playing a 7-game series. I don't know who will win that. You know what I'm saying? I don't see no standout on any team that I can say definitely go win a 7-game series. I'm like it's gonna be go 6 or 7, no matter who it is from the top 10 teams in the country. For me, that's my personal opinion. So I just feel like that day of, if it's a top team versus a top team, the better team, whoever plays better that day is gonna win. I don't feel like nobody has like the overwhelming advantage of being the best team. If you ask me who's the best team, no, I think Michigan's the best team in college. But I think they could be beat by anybody anybody. That's going to be in the final Sweet 16 wise, and just like us, and just like Arizona. So I don't feel confident about it all, but I do feel we're good enough to win it all. We got our big man back. He's on the minutes restriction right now. Foster said he'll come back if we go, make a little deep run. He could possibly be back, he said, in the tournament. So we just I think we got to get over this next game. And I think we might get Caleb back, which I don't trust Cameron Boozer. Which one is the small? What's the small one name? It's not Cameron. What's his first name?
Caleb.
Caleb. Is his name Caleb too? Boozer?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm not the Boozer fan. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not a fan of the Boozer.
I tell you what, he put more fear in me than Foster.
What?
I think individually, I think Foster's a better player, but I think team-wise, that Boozer's a better player. He'd be making the right decisions, the right time. He don't do nothing crazy. He's strong, he's physical. He made good, strong plays, tracking down offensive rebounds. When he get the ball, he feel like he in control. I don't think they need to move that much, if anything, with Foster. I think they got a little bit better.
So for me, if you watched it a lot, especially since he's been starting, he gets plucked. His handle isn't there yet like that, and I think he might be more of a team player, like you're saying in a sense. But sometimes when you need that, I got to go get it. Caleb got that. He had it since he was a freshman. He just been getting a lot of talent around him, and he keep getting pushed to the back. But when Caleb need to get to that rack, he's that blow by guard that you're talking about to me. He just not send him to another school. I think Caleb averaging 15 to 20 at another school. I think he's a good one-on-one player. You agree? You think so?
I think he's a good one-on-one player, yeah. I think talent-wise, I think he's better than the Boozer, the young, not young. I hate to say young because he's shorter, but the guard Boozer. But yeah, I be forgetting that they twins. I had to watch that commercial the other day. They said something about twins. I'm like, dang, I forgot they twins.
Yo, if I'm a twin and my other twin got 6
more
inches on me, something ain't right there, bro. Like how you got 6 more inches on me and we're twins? That don't make no sense.
No, that's crazy.
Like, that's very rare. Like that's crazy.
Not this score.
I don't know, but I want to dial back. I wanted to say something on that North Carolina topic real quick. Mm-hmm. Take out us, the fans and everything, and just look at the program. I feel like the program is going to look at the situation like we lost the Hall of Fame coach in Roy and Duke. We all know they compete with each other in anything. Like outside, how are they doing? And seeing that Duke lost Coach K, but Duke still was like competitive pretty much every year since he left, and North Carolina been kind of shaky. I feel like they're looking at that, and I could be wrong. That's an opinion. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like when you see your rival, which is the best rivalry in college basketball, and y'all won some games since then still against us. You know what I mean? I don't know. Y'all might have a better record. I don't know against us head to head since the change.
6'4",
No.
7'4", something like that. Man.
Close, pretty close. But I feel like seeing Shire be successful in, you know what I'm saying, like outside of my first year there, I was talking about Hubert. I've been NIT, first round exit, and I forgot what the other one was. It was one in between. I think the second year there, I don't know what that result was. I feel like they're looking at that like
he was number one team in the nation and missed the tournament.
Say it again?
Honestly, you know what it is? That's not what they do. They don't look at down the road as far as the comparison. You know what they do? They look in the rafters. The standard at North Carolina is the standard. That's the argument now. Like, even back 7 years ago, counting Roy last 2 years, the standard has not been met. But like you said, as far as the achievements, Roy can hang his hat on that. Like you said before with Roy and Dean, they have a slippage a year or two or maybe 3 or something like that. They can hang their hat on their achievements.
Right.
Hubert, in the 5 years, yes, he's been to a title game, he's been to a Final Four, he won the ACC once, but it ain't much to hang your hat on. The standard is not losing around the 64 2 years in a row. You falling short of that standard. If we beat Duke, who cares? Well, not who cares, but they want that. But you're falling short of the standard. It's almost like that Michigan-Ohio State thing. When Michigan won the national championship.
Yeah.
That's the standard. Yeah, you keep getting thumped by. I think they beat Ohio State that year too.
That year, they did.
They did that. But yeah, yes, that game is huge, or the rivalry is huge. But the standard of North Carolina is the standard. Put it this way: 5 years, Hubert, right? Okay, he went to one Sweet 16, definitely. I can't remember if he went to another one. I don't think so. But anyway, Duke going to the Sweet 16 this year just tied who? North Carolina for all-time most Sweet 16s. Carolina, if you look at it, Carolina has played in 3 national title games in the last 10 years.
That's great.
That's still not good enough for their standards.
You don't think so? I think that's great. 30%.
That is great. That is great. No other team can tell us that. Duke can't tell us that.
I guess he's saying for their standards or from their perspective internally.
Their standards alone.
I've been there, done that. Like, okay, show me up. What else?
Like that. Hey, man, we played for 3 championships in the past 10 years. Maybe Villanova has as well. I don't know. But
how many ones? Is it got 1 or 2?
We only got 1. 2017.
I don't know. I think I would take that.
I was a fan. I'll take it.
I hate it, but they're not going to take that. That's the problem.
I feel like they have to understand now with this time, there's so much more. Think about it. Back in the day, the top teams, Arizona, North Carolina, Duke, Kentucky, whatever, Kansas, we blowing out these mid-majors by 30, 40 points that first round game. All of us.
That's a fact.
It ain't like that no more. The parity is so crazy now with the people being 24 years old.
Find a way to change, Hubert. If not, they're gonna find somebody that they think can fit that seat.
Sienna? Do you remember the text message in our group? Sienna? Bro, I thought we was losing, if I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought it was over. I
missed the whole ending of the game.
And I caught the end. I caught the last 5 minutes. Bro,
I missed this.
I'm like, why can't we chop this shit to 1 or 2? Why are we ain't taking the lead? Like, that was a never. If that happened, it was a huge shock.
I'm gonna tell you the difference. I was telling somebody on the phone. I was watching the Siena game. I'm joking when I'm telling, like I was telling y'all in the chat. Listen, my heart can't take it. Duke better win this game. My heart cannot take it.
Right.
But anyway, I was telling him. He was asking like the parity comparison. So the difference is Cooper Flag not on that court. That's the big difference. That's what, especially if you're taking Duke in particular, they replenish with one and dones. Yes, they get some transfers here and there, but they're looking for the transfers just to add and maybe be a part of the team.
Mm-hmm.